Hello and welcome to Soul Symbols. My name is Shelley. I'm a writer, an astrologer, and a card reader, and I'd like to welcome you to my channel. I'd like to wish everyone a happy Valentine's Day. Today I'm going to do kind of a special reading. What I'm going to do is, as you can see, I got all decked out here. I'm deciding to go ahead and decorate for Valentine's Day. What it is I got some new material. I love going to the craft store, so I got some new material for my tablecloth here. It was funny, there were several different types. There were all sorts of Valentine hearts and candy kind of cloth that you could get. One was even, you know, really crazy patterns. But I decided that I wanted to go with the plaid. I thought the red plaid was the best to go with. And here I made Valentines for my co-workers. I like to work with paper craft, so you see here one of my Valentines is hanging here. You'll get to see it as we go through the reading. But what I'm going to do is today we're going to do something kind of special. I was really trying to brainstorm to come up with a good reading subject, like what question. And shamelessly, I am going to go with the who wants to be who is your secret Valentine, or who secretly wants to be your Valentine. And admittedly, this is not my question. I don't know where this question originated from, but I've seen it all over YouTube, so I don't think anybody is laying claim to it. So I think it's free game. I'm going to go ahead and just use the question. And what I have here is I have a stack of, amongst all of my Valentine's decorations, I pulled out the two Lenormand cards that say heart, which I always love. I love the heart in Lenormand, but I'm going to go ahead and as you can see, this is my little handmade Valentine. Yeah, I made it out of velvet. I love doing that because I believe Valentines, cards should be touchable. They should be pettable. You should pet your cards every day. But I'm sorry, I'm lamenting. But what I'm going to do is I'm going to let you choose one out of three objects. As you can see, I have couples. I have a pair of horses. These were actually made for me by a really great artist on Etsy. So we have the two horses. Then I've got the two wooden birds, which are they're the two red lovebirds. I'm gonna let you see them. And then the last couple is a pair of salt shakers. So it's salt and pepper, and they're llamas. And I got these at Cracker Barrel. I don't know if they're still available at Cracker Barrel, but oh my gosh, they were so kitschy. I just had to have them, and they're so adorable. And I always think of that song, that YouTube song. What is it? The llama song. Happy llamas, that llama, mentally disturbed llama. Okay, I'm going to stop now. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to let you choose your couple. I'll let you choose your pair. And then, using nothing but oracle decks, I'm going to go ahead and tell you who secretly wants to be your Valentine. And what I have is the cards that I'm going to be using today are the Romance Angels by Doreen Virtue. I'm going to use the messages from your Divine Masculine, and honestly, those are just universal cards. They have really great messages that kind of just give great keywords. And then I am going to clarify using the twin flame messages by Mystic Moon and the Archetype cards by Carolyn Myss. So and then I am also going to clarify, I found some really great dice because I just think no reading is complete without dice. I found this really great dice that actually have, it's regular throwing dice, but it has hearts on them. So what I will do is, and I make all the bags here, so what I will do is you pick a couple, and I will go through and I will pull two cards from each deck, and I will throw two dice from your dice, and we'll go ahead and we'll see who secretly wants to be your Valentine. So I'm going to go ahead and do a freeze frame. If you need more time, please pause the video, and I'll see you in a minute. Okay, we're back. Let's go ahead and begin first with our horses. So we're gonna begin with our horse couple. And I'm gonna go ahead and I'm just gonna put our little lovebirds over to the side here. They're right here, they're off camera, but they're here. Put my llamas, my no drama llamas. All right, so, and I'll put the horse right over here next to all of our hearts. Actually, let me pull this up a little bit so you can see the hearts. Sorry guys. There we go, that's better. Okay, so pile number one, or couple number one, the horse couple. Horse couple, who secretly wants to be your Valentine? And here, let me start with the Carolyn Myss. So we're gonna take two cards from each deck. Who secretly wants to be your Valentine? Ooh, ooh, that came out right away. I'll get two. I really love the Mystic Moon cards. And if you want to know, all of the names and authors are in the description box below. Who, deck number one, the horse couple, who, oh, hello dude. Who secretly wants to be? Of course, it would not be a special read if I did not get audio bombed by dude with no muffler. And he's still going. All right. Yeah, get to stepping. Bye-bye. All right. Okay. Sorry, guys. Okay, and then two. I really love this deck. This is the Messages from Divine Masculine. Who secretly wants to be your Valentine? Ooh. Okay, and we'll leave that there. Who secretly wants to be your Valentine? Excuse me. Excuse me. I kind of had the hiccups earlier. You're gonna have to pardon me. This is just not starting off right? All right. Oh gosh, guys. Okay. Wow, this is positive, guys. Now, I am going to go ahead and take this card. It was kind of sliding off the top, and I'll just use it as kind of a side note. It's nothing bad, but okay. So, couple number one, the horse couple, the person who secretly wants to be your Valentine. This person is, and again, male or female. This person is a very nurturing person. And they are very tenacious in the way that they nurture. This person, you got mother and you got warrior. So this person really, have you ever seen those? Have you ever met those people who are so sensitive? They're very caring, but it's almost as if it's the type of person who would not fight for themselves, but they would fight for others. I'm getting kind of that vibe. And it's so interesting, you know, I've come from a long line of military people and nurses and teachers. So I truly believe that there's this weird kind of marriage, so to speak, between healers and warriors. And I think it takes a lot of strength to be a nurturing person in today's world, because it's a really hard job. But the person who secretly wants to be your Valentine has that kind of personality. It's someone who is very, very kind and giving, and they really, you know what it is that I'm almost getting like, this could even be a platonic friend who just really, it's a sacrificing person. It's someone who really, not self-sacrificing in a bad way, but somebody who really gives of themselves for a greater cause. They give of themselves. They would put aside their ego in order to help someone, and they definitely. I'm definitely getting kind of I keep thinking Mars in Cancer, the sun sign in the sign of Cancer. It's someone who really is really strong-willed, but they do it in a way where they are strong-willed, but they do it in the name of love, of taking care of people. So this person really, they work hard, and they fight for the rights of others, and they stand strong. They really do. They want to nurture both the world and other people. So they're not really like a smother mother type of person, but they're definitely someone who gives of themselves. They fight for the greater cause in order to help and provide for others. Now, what you got is, now this person says, I'm in a much better headspace now, and I just wasn't ready for you. So these are messages from your person. So it's possible that maybe this is somebody that, I really kind of get the vibe like this is somebody that you may have had a relationship with in the past, but you just kind of, I think you got afraid. You were afraid of this person's intensity, because this person is intense. They're caring and they're loving, but they do it in a very kind of, they do it in a direct way, right? And sometimes that can be intimidating. That can really kind of scare you, the way that they're willing to come in full force for something. But what I'm kind of getting is that maybe this person really kind of expressed their feelings to you and it wasn't well received. Either that, or maybe you knew each other in the past and there was a potential for some kind of relationship, but it just didn't happen because maybe it just kind of seemed like it was the wrong time, or you were just on different pages. Now, the messages that that you get from your person, that is, I receive total abundance and I trust you. So I think the person really just wants to tell you that they really do. This person, whenever I see that I receive total abundance, I really think that this person believes in creative visualization, right? I think this person is a great manifester. I think they get what they put out in the world, they get back. So I just think I'm kind of getting a vibe as if this person will, they want equal treatment, right? What they give, they want to receive. And I also just get a feeling like this person deserves to receive, right? Like they take a lot of hits in taking care of other people. So to have their needs met in return is very important, and I think they deserve this. I really get the vibe like the universe is kind of saying this person deserves to have a lot of love in their life. But I think this is also saying that you deserve abundance in your life as well. But this is definitely a creative visualization card. I think it's almost even saying that if you wanted to reach out to this Valentine, all you have to do is believe that it's possible. There's kind of a sense like you almost don't believe that it's possible, but it is. And the other card is I trust you. So maybe there was, trust issues in the past, or maybe you thought there was trust issues in the past. The other thing is that there's a lot of, heart, when you talk about heart over mind, sometimes you can think that the other person doesn't trust you, or, maybe because, and again, it does seem like, with the past, with the I wasn't ready for you, maybe you feel like this person doesn't trust you, but what they're saying is, yes, they do. They do trust you. Either that, or they are trusting you to be honest about your stance on how you feel about them. Now, your two romance cards is you got stay optimistic about your love life, positive thinking and faith will bring you romance, and pay attention to the red flags. The signs are cautioning you. Now, again, you know, with the warrior and with the I just wasn't ready for you, I do get the vibe as if, yeah, there was probably some red flags in this, you know, with this person. I really get the feeling like you know who this is. You know who this person is. But with the I just wasn't ready for you, and, you know, the warrior just kind of gets me feeling as if they were real gung-ho, you know. They were ready to go. Now, I would say that if you do know who this person is, they are either watching for red flags with you because, you know, because there was some, you know, there was some delay in the past. Either that, or you're really watching for red flags with them. But either way, it's just saying that, you know, no relationship is perfect, and of course you're going to have kind of bumps with people, but you definitely want to pay attention. There's a difference between, you know, that it just not being the right time, and then, you know, there being, you know, kind of toxic behaviors in a situation. If someone's exhibiting toxic behaviors, then you really do not want to build upon that. The one person has to heal and show that they're being responsible. But if that's not a factor, if you feel like it's just some, the other thing is with mother, it could be some childhood wounding, you know what I mean? Where, it might be some childhood wounding. If that's the case, this might be something that can be healed. And but the person who wants to be, you know, who secretly wants to be your Valentine, I think the other thing is that, the other thing that you want to know is that this person wants to, they want to have faith, right? They want to have faith that this either, you know, this would work out, or that they would find love, right? That they will find love in life. So this person is very optimistic about their love life, even though I get the feeling like this person has probably had a few hits in love, maybe with you, maybe with other people, but they're trying to stay optimistic despite the facts that, you know, they probably had a few tough times. Now, the card that was sliding out on top, the card that really wanted to come out, was someone is triggering me. And you see, when I see something like pay attention to the red flags, this person might have triggered you in the past, or maybe you trigger this person, or maybe you trigger each other. But the thing is, I do see that I am seeing a lot of positivity here. And you know, the I receive total abundance is really a creative visualization type of card. So I do not think that this is a bad person. I do just think that maybe you were not ready, maybe you triggered each other, and maybe this person had some, you know, either one or both of you had some childhood wounds, and the fact that this person comes across, you know, maybe if you have childhood wounds, or you have feelings about your mother, or the women in your life, and this person kind of came across as a strong woman, that might have triggered you. That might have triggered you and said, okay, this person's no good, but really, you know, they are a good person. You just kind of, you both have to be considerate of how you make each other feel, or some of your scripts, you know, from childhood. Now, the two dice that you got is you got the 1 and you got the 2 upside down. So the vibe, what I get from that is I think of the Ace of Hearts and the 2 of Hearts. So I do think that with the 2 of Hearts being upside down, I do not think that this is a current connection. I don't think, if you do know this person, you're not with them. But I do think there's a potential for, if you decided to get together, that this could easily turn upright and be the 2 of Hearts. Now, but what I see with the Ace of Hearts and it being, you know, next to the 2 of Hearts, what that tells me is, it just tells me that there's going to be a lot of independence this Valentine's. I do get the feeling like you do have somebody that wants to be your Valentine, but if that doesn't, you know, it is, and you know, forgive me, it is a greeting card holiday. I've read a lot of psychological articles that talk about the pressure that Valentine's Day puts on you is not always healthy. So if the, you know, if you don't reach out to this person, or this person does not reach out to you, it is not the end of the world. If you have a singleton Valentine's Day and that potential is still there after February 14th, that's perfect, right? You know, just go ahead and enjoy your day. Also, you know, if it does seem like either one or both of you might be working through some emotional things this month, and in that case, you know, it's cool to be chill. It's cool to be chill. You know that this person likes you, that there's potential there, and also, you know, take it real slow, stay optimistic. That's the other thing, is that when I see stay optimistic and the Ace of Hearts, is I would also say that if you have had a rough time in love lately, don't get down and out. Things will get better. Also, with the I receive total abundance, energy does follow thought. So, you know, don't be gloom and doom. I know it's hard, you know, when everybody is being so lovey-dovey, and, you know, social media makes everybody look so darn happy. But it is completely okay to have a singleton Valentine's Day. Know that there's someone out there who really appreciates you. They're a real go-getter, nurturing person, and they do trust you even though you think they don't. And, you know, just, you know, don't trigger each other, and, you know, just know that you have someone who's out there thinking of you. All right. So guys, I'm glad. I was kind of warmed up for that one. I feel good. Normally I'm a little cold call when I'm doing pile number 1. Okay, so let me do it this way. Let me go ahead and put our horse couple right on top so you can see them right next to the heart. All right, and put your 2 there. Okay, so couple number 2, the wooden birdies. I love these lovebirds. These actually stay on my desk year-round in my love sector. So when you're looking at a desk, your love sector is the top right-hand corner. If you study feng shui, I feng shui every day. I live in the shui. All right. I'm glad I'm warmed up, because this is fun. I'm enjoying this. It's been a long time since I've done one of these. Again, you know, I don't know what kind of read I can do. Well, you know what? Tell me your thoughts if you get a chance to. I always encourage you, if you'd like to leave any comments, letting me know what type of reading you would like me to do. I would be glad to do it. The other thing is, I think I might be doing another question that I've seen a lot of readers do that I just think is the coolest, and I want to be cool and follow the crowd, is what do other people say about you? And not in a catty way. I just really kind of want to do, just like we're doing this, I kind of want to do a fun person-to-person video, right? Maybe if it's another loved one, maybe what do they tell their family about you? Your family and friends. You know, if that's something that you want me to do, let me know. Okay, we got King. Okay. All right, I'm sorry, I wasn't focused. I'm going to shuffle so couple number 2, the redbird couple, the lovebird couple. Who secretly wants to be your Valentine? Ooh, nice. Oh, and King came out again, guys. He wanted to flip out a minute ago. See, if it's meant to come out, it comes out. Okay, let me see. Did I have? Yeah. Sorry, I'm losing track. I don't have a formal spread for this, so I'm just winging it. I'm winging it. On the wings of love. Great. Now I'm gonna have that earworm. That's an old song. Sorry, guys. Let me focus. It's been a long day. All right. Lovebird couple. Lovebird. Oh, is that 2? That's 3. Okay, I'm gonna go ahead and take all 3 because I think they wanted to come out together. And maybe I'm chatty because these are birds, and you know, birds mean chatter. Okay. Okay. Wow, we keep having a sliding one. Okay. And then Lovebirds, who secretly wants to be your Valentine? Lovebirds. Here, let me shuffle a little bit more. Who secretly wants to be your Valentine? Ho ho ho! You guys got the heavy hitters here. All right. So lovebirds. Oh my gosh. All right, you definitely. All right, so first off, you got Knight and you got King, and King really wanted to flip out. It flipped out once when I was talking, and then it flipped out again. And now this Knight, I really kind of think is like kind of like the Knight of Cups, because he has the heart on his shield and all that good stuff. But oh my gosh, you know what I think of is when I see this, you can be a man or a woman watching this reading. I'm really getting the vibe like you're a woman watching, because there is someone who who really, I feel like this person wants to charge in with an offer, and they want to be your king. And when I look at this guy, it's funny, I look at this guy and I think the Knight of Cups because he has a heart on his shield. And then I think of this guy and I think of the King of Pentacles with the way that he's holding that coin, you know? So there is someone who's really, there is someone, and again, it can be, you know, assign the genders as needed. It could be the other way around. We're in a modern society, you know, women propose to men all the time. There's nothing wrong with it. But what I'm seeing is I see somebody who wants to make a bona fide offer here, people. There is someone who really, really wants to charge in, but I do get the feeling like this person wants to be your king. That's what I keep thinking. Let me be your king. And it's funny, there's cards in the Divine Masculine deck that say that. I am your knight. Let me be your king. And that's what I'm kind of thinking. I'm really surprised they didn't come out, but maybe it's, you know, cherry picking what it says because there's other more important messages. But I do think this person wants to come in. They want to be your king. The other thing is they want to be a very solid king. They want to be a provider. When they come in and make this offer, they want it to be like 120%. Like, it's almost like they want to sweep you off your feet, and they want it to be the real deal Holyfield. Like, this is the person who would buy you flowers, take you out to dinner. When they propose to you, they'd be like, let's build a house, you know, wherever you want to build it, it's up to you, honey. This is the kind of guy or, you know, person that wants to come in. And now, you know, for your messages, and this is what's amazing, is this is really synchronizing. My heart is telling me to just do it. This guy is on a horse. Now, the other thing that I kind of get from this, just to kind of pull all the messages together, is that the one thing is that this knight does look like he's kind of, you see how the horse is kind of pointing that way, and it's almost like he's looking back. And he has that heart on his shield. And then, but he's kind of here, he's sitting on the throne. I have a feeling that this person is really kind of making their wealth right now. I think this is someone who is establishing a very solid life for themselves. They might have accumulated some money. They might be doing well at work. They might be achieving all of the 3D goals that they want. Oh, I almost forgot about your dice. Let's go ahead and roll those. Okay, thank you. But they're achieving all of their real world goals. And so what it is that this knight looking over his shoulder, I really think that this person has wanted to make an offer to you, but maybe they were waiting because they wanted to be more stable. I'm also kind of getting a vibe like maybe they even, this might be, I really think this is someone that you know, and that they might have turned you down in the past because they felt like they needed to be more ready. I'm really getting the vibe like they liked you, they wanted something with you, but maybe they kind of turned you down because you know, they felt like they didn't have enough to offer you, but they're really second guessing it. They're second guessing it, and then they're saying, you know, my heart is telling me just do it. My heart is telling me just do it, right? And then you got, I don't know how I feel anymore, and you got, your words linger in my mind. So I definitely think you've had a profound effect on this person. I'm almost getting the vibe like the reason that this person went from being a knight to a king is because of you. Maybe it's something you said, or maybe something in the way your interaction with each other. You really just kind of, you inspired this person to work harder or to try harder. Maybe they really wanted to try harder for you. But I do kind of get a sense of lethargy here. With your dice, you got the 4 of Hearts in reverse, and I kind of see that as the 4 of Cups in tarot. And then it says, I don't know how I feel anymore. So the fact that we've got kind of the 4 of Cups reversed, that means coming out of lethargy. It's someone who is feeling really meh about their love life. It's like they don't want anything. And it's when it's in the reverse, it means you're coming out of that energy. It means that energy is going away. And the fact that you have, my heart is telling me to just do it, right next to I don't know how I feel anymore, I have a feeling this person is waking up. Your person is waking up, and they do know what they want now. They know that they want you. They're graduating from a knight to a king, and they really do want to be this stable person. Now, the other thing is when we go into your messages, it says, I'm sorry, we're aligning, and slow down. So the thing is, I do feel like, I'm getting the feeling like, because the King of Pentacles is a very stable character, but he's also a slow moving character. He wants to make sure all his ducks are in a row, especially with his money, before he goes to make a commitment, because this is the real deal guy. This is the guy who can give you the 10 of Pentacles. So he's the one who wants the steady household. He never wants to worry about money. He never wants his family to worry about money. He wants to be the very stable provider. And more than just money, what he does is he means what he says. And he says what he does. So it's the person who walks the talk, right? And if this person, I really get the feeling like maybe in the past, because with the I'm sorry card, maybe they felt like they weren't ready, or they just didn't have enough. But then they second guessed it. They thought, okay, you know, at the time they were really building their wealth, and they were like, I don't know how I feel anymore. But maybe something that you said, or just the way that you inspired them, I'm really getting a feeling like this is someone that you know. And the fact that it's saying we're aligning, maybe this was some kind of separation because of different in values. Maybe you were in a different place, or they felt like they could not provide for you, or that you just weren't on the same level somehow. And here, with the slow down card, I just think that, with the King of Pentacles, or the king that looks like the King of Pentacles, I really do think that this person wants to take action. They want to get out of this lethargic, I don't know how I feel anymore energy, but they are concerned. They want to be very stable before they do that. So they have one part of them saying, my heart is telling me to do it. And then they got another part that's just saying, slow down, your words linger in my mind, I might need some more time to kind of build myself up. But your romance angels, you got, this situation involves marriage. And you got, so you got wedding, this situation involves marriage, and you got reconciliation. Someone from your past is coming back into your life. So, oh yeah, guys. And this person might have left as a knight and came back. Now, the other thing about marriage, wedding, this person might have been a situation where this person was not taking your relationship seriously, and you guys parted ways, and now that they're in a better place financially, or more stably in their life, they might actually be considering that. Either that, or when you look at Lenormand, the wedding rings mean a commitment, and it doesn't necessarily mean a commitment in the marriage sense. Sometimes it can mean that this person has a commitment either to a work responsibility or possibly a family obligation. It could mean, it just, yeah, it definitely means, but the fact that I'm seeing someone who's saying my heart is telling me to do it, you know, your words linger in my mind, I get the feeling like this man, he almost looks like the same guy, right? Look at the expression on their face. It looks like the same expression, doesn't it? I think this guy, I think this person, you know, and I'm really getting a masculine vibe. I think he does. He's thinking about settling down. And the thing is, the Knight of Cups or the Knight of Hearts normally is a real, he's a charming guy, but he is still a knight, which usually means someone in their 20s, someone who likes to roam around, you know, he likes to have adventures, and I'll just leave it at that. But, you know, when you get the King of Pentacles, who is that real solid, stable provider, I think this person wants to come back, and I think they want to come back in a real way. They want to show you that they're the real deal. And the fact that it says we're aligning, maybe, you know, when you say your words linger in my mind, and the gold in the card, I really think that maybe you wanted something more serious, and that at the time the person wasn't ready to provide that, and now they're aligning with you. But the one thing they are saying is, though, slow down. You know, okay, if this person does come back around and starts hinting that they might give you what you've wanted, don't rush it. Don't rush it, because it might involve like a reconciliation. It really might. And I don't mean to give anybody false hope, but this person, I mean, I'm seeing love on a white horse. I'm seeing a man who's really able to present a very solid offer. My heart is telling me to just do it. Your words linger in my mind, and we're aligning. But the slowdown in the King of Pentacles, he's not a fast-moving guy, so he can offer you what you want, but try not to rush it. And it definitely looks like it's somebody that you already know. It might be someone from your past. And the other die is the Two of Hearts, but it's on its side. It's on its side. It almost looks like, you know what, I almost get like, I kind of see the turning of a clock. So again, I feel like this can happen, but it just might take a little bit of time. Again, I'm getting a sense of timing. But yeah, I mean, as long as this person has done right by you, as long as they have not done anything, you know, to hurt you, I really think that somebody might be, you know, getting into a settling down kind of energy, and, you know, might want to come back around and offer something to you. So that's wonderful. That's really beautiful. That's lovely, lovebirds. You guys got a good pile. So I'm going to go ahead and put your lovebirds here. I'm going to have to find some place to put my dice. Here, I'll put that over there. And we'll go ahead and put your dice just as we found it. All right, so let's go ahead and let's do our llamas. I love the llamas. No drama llamas, love llamas. They're my love llamas. There you go. Okay, so pair number 3, the love llamas. You're the pepper to my salt. You're the salt to my pepper. All right, I'm gonna stop getting goofy. I'm sorry. I'm glad I'm loose. This is a fun reading. This is meant to be a fun reading. So, couple number 3, let me focus. Who secretly wants to be your Valentine? Couple number 3. Ooh, who secretly wants to be your Valentine? Okay, sorry, there's way too many. One, please. You guys see? Okay. Who's pile number 1? Who's secretly? Oh, that's great, guys. Oh, I'll tell you in a minute. That's beautiful. Very apropos. Okay, so oh, thank you. Okay, we got 3. Oh, we're getting such lovely messages. Well, we always get lovely messages with the Mystic Moon cards, but we're definitely getting the pretty messages today. And Mystic Moon is another reader here on YouTube. She has a wonderful channel, and then she has an Etsy shop. And again, all of the names and the descriptions are in the description box below. All right, so messages for deck number 3. For a couple llamas, for my love llamas. Oh. Okay, we didn't get any sliding cards off the top that time, so we'll just go with the 2. Ooh. Oh my gosh. And, okay, my love llamas. Another message for my love llamas. Okay, this one was really poking me in the thumb. Okay, and let's do our dice before I forget. Okay. Oh, wow, guys. Okay. Okay. So, all right. Now, let me see here. Oh my gosh. Okay, so couple number 3. This person, again, with all 3 piles, I really get a vibe like you already know this person. Like none of the piles came across as strangers. And we have cards that represent, you know, new love in this deck. So it's not a biased. It's not like the numbers are stacked against you or anything like that. But in all 3 decks, I feel like you know who your person is. And with this deck, you have someone who is very outgoing. You have somebody who enjoys journeys. This person they're a lover of life, right? They go out and they enjoy the passion of learning new things and empowering themselves. And then what got me smiling, you heard me giggling, is that you got the lover. You got lover, great passion and devotion, unbridled appreciation of something or of someone or something. Now, the way that I read this is kind of twofold. I think this is somebody who really wants to be a hero to you. Like it's almost, I am getting a vibe like it's important that they be there for you. Like they want to be your hero. But I also think that this, you know, with great passion and unbridled appreciation for someone or something, and passion, the word passion is in both of these, passion for journey and personal empowerment. So I do think that you have a journeyer person. This person is not your typical lover. They probably do like the Netflix and chill nights, but they like to go out in life, right? They like to go out in life and experience things. And so that is someone who does not like a lot of restraint. I am getting a lot of freedom from this pile. Now, with someone who likes freedom, sometimes it can be freedom to date other people. And, you know, because that's an experience in life too. So I do get the feeling as if you know who this person is. I do think that you're not together with this person right now, because we did get the will be together soon card. You got your intensity frightens me and allures me all at the same time. And we got nothing, no other compares to you. So guys, this is how I'm reading it, and I gotta call it like I read it. This person is a journeyer. This person has gone out in the world. They've met lots of people. They didn't have to be promiscuous, but they've met people. They've gone out in the world and they've experienced relationships, they've experienced adventures, they've experienced education, and they have not come across anyone like you. They met you and you spin their head, right? But the thing about you though is that I am kind of getting a vibe like you're a passionate lover too. Like of all the things that they've seen out in the world, you are a unique one. You're very different. But they do think that your energy, your intensity frightens and allures me all at the same time. I kind of, again, this can be this can be interchangeable energy. It can be the way that you feel about one or the other. And I do think that both, you know what, I'm giggling because I'm almost getting a vibe of kind of mirroring. I think you guys are very much alike, and you're so much alike that you might mirror things to each other. I think you're both outgoing. I think you're both independent. And the funny thing is that I think this card pertains to both of you, and I think you both accuse the other of the same thing. Like, you look at the person and say, well, you're too intense. And the other person's like, well, your intensity scares me. But really, you're both passionate. That's the definition of passionate, is that you go out and you do things. So it's funny, you're probably both being a little hypocritical, because you're probably pointing at them and being like, well, you're too intense. You never amp down. And the other person's like, well, you're too intense. You never amp down. And that's probably why, that might be why you butt heads a little bit, is because, or maybe that might be why you're not together, because it is excellent. It's a good thing to have a lot of things in common, but sometimes if you don't have enough opposite, then or not to say that you don't have enough opposite, but sometimes when you're a lot alike, it can be both good and bad. You know, it gets you to bump heads, or, you know, but also really, really appreciate that you have someone else that's like you. And then, so I definitely get the sense that this person has, you're not together presently. This person is probably not with you because they've told you, oh, I want to go out in the world, I want to be free. But then the moment that this person goes out in the world, they realize that no one else out in the world is like you, and they want you. They want you, and they want it to be soon too. The other thing is that you got, for both dice, you got the 5 of Hearts, and one was on its side and one was upright. So what that kind of tells me is that when it's on its side, again, I think about the turning of the clock. I really get the feeling, and the 5 of Hearts is the 5 of Cups. I am kind of getting the vibe, like, again, you know, maybe one of you kind of, you know, pushed away the other and said, no, I want to go be free. I don't want any restraints. I want to go do my thing. And, you know, but then they pushed you away, and then they felt sad. They felt left. It's almost as if they rejected you, but they're the ones who got left out in the cold, if that makes any sense. And because they can, you know, have you ever had those restless moments when you go out and you think, well, I just need to be free, I need to go do this, I need to go do this, and then you stirred up such a fuss, you made such a stink about wanting your freedom, and then when you got it, it was not fulfilling. And, you know, so that's the kind of the vibe that I'm getting here, is that this person wanted to go climb mountains. They wanted to go climb mountains, and it's what they're good at. They've always been that way. But when they went to climb those mountains, they didn't find anybody else to share that with. And they could share that with you. Now, they did both. You found this person to be pretty intense at times, a little overwhelming, but they felt the same way about you. And the 2 cards that you got is, you got Please Be Patient With Me and I Screwed Up. And again, you know, with the 5 of Cups and the freedom and the passion and the, you know, your intensity frightens me, I do think that this person knows that they're restless, you know, that maybe also you could not be with this person because they were just too restless and driving you crazy, right? You just like, okay, fine, go. You want to go, poof, be gone. And it isn't because you wanted to shoo them away, it's just they were putting you through a lot, right? They were just, you know, they were being that, you know, running around in circles. So I think they do know that they subjected you to that. It's like, please be patient with me. And then I screwed up. So, you know, that's self-explanatory. And honestly, you know, the plain language of that, like, yep, I effed up, you know. It does. It reminds me of somebody who's very blunt like that. It reminds me of someone who's very outgoing, because they'd be the person that after, you know, they ran around and did their restless thing, they'd come back and be like, yeah, I'm sorry, you know, or not even I'm sorry, it's just I screwed up. But your romance angel cards are very positive. You got very soon, clearly decide what you want so it comes to you now. And this could be the one. You've already met the romantic partner that you seek. So again, I do kind of feel like I feel like either you feel like you've been left out in the cold or they feel like they've been left out in the cold. But you have two cards here that says, we will be together again and very soon. And the one thing about this card, when the very soon card comes out, it is a card about, you've heard the expression, all that glitters, right? And it isn't to deter you from this person, but I have a feeling that this person is going to reach out to you. It may not be on Valentine's Day, but they are trying to work out their restless nature, and they are trying to come back to you because they know how rare you are. They know how special you are. They don't want to screw this up. They don't want to lose you. Because of their restless behavior, or just, you know, it seems very ingrained. They're used to being this way. But the one thing about the very soon card is that it says, clearly decide what you want so it comes to you now. And I've always said, energy follows thought. So really, it's one of those things where, you know how when maybe you were the one who got rejected, or maybe you're the one, I really get the feeling like you were the one that was pushed away, maybe not even rejected, but pushed away. And when that happens, sometimes you know, there's a psychological theory that when you can't have what you want it more, right? But I always like to ask myself, if you really got it, if this person called you right now, professing love and saying, yeah, let's go out, let's get back together, whatever, let's go out, you know, if this person called you in 10 minutes and gave you everything that you wanted, would it be what you wanted, right? How would you react, right? If someone was being kind of the chaser with you, would you be standing there waiting with open arms, or really would you kind of, it might shock you a little bit about how, you know, if this person tried to give you everything you wanted, you might pause and be like, let me think about this a minute. And that's the vibe that I get from the very soon card. It's just like, it isn't so much be careful what you wish for, but be clear about what you want. So if this is something where someone pushed you away, and you know who that person is, because we got the 5 of Cups, the 5 of Hearts, just take a moment to really kind of be calm, be in your own energy, and really think about it. Okay, what is the true nature of this person, right? The true nature of this person, sorry, I can't speak, is very outgoing. Is that something that you want to be in a relationship with? Because they do recognize how unique that you are. They recognize that you're special, you're rare. And they know they screwed up, and they want you to be patient with their shortcomings, with their idiosyncrasies. But if they do come back and do offer you everything that you want to think kind of carefully and be like, okay, you know yourself, and you know this person. It seems like you know this person. But they definitely want to be your Valentine. It seems like they want to be more than your Valentine. But I am kind of getting the vibe like, well, this person is carrying a box of chocolates, what looks like a box of chocolates. So this person might very well come in with their heels on fire for Valentine's Day. And if they don't, I would just say take heart in the fact that they really, really want to. It seems like they're kind of thinking about a way to give you a gift. But I do think that even if it's not on the day, that they want to try to come in quickly, but that is a little bit of their pattern. And I would think very carefully and, be patient with them. If they are trying to come in, hear them out. But again, it's, take heart in the fact that this person really does want to try to rekindle something with you. And the other thing is, I do think that they believe, they know that you are the one. you know, this could be the one, no one compares to you. And I think that almost fuels their restlessness, is because, you know, when you're an out and about kind of person and you run across someone who's really your match, I'm sure that's pretty intimidating, but that's the person who secretly wants to be your Valentine, llama couple. Oh gosh. Well, that was really fun, you guys. I know I get very long-winded. I hope you enjoyed. You know, I hope it wasn't too long, but I got a kick out of that. I thought that was really a lot of fun. And I'll go ahead and put my llama couple here. But again, I hope everyone has a wonderful Valentine's Day. Even if none of these messages resonated, I hope that you enjoy your day. Again, I'm having a singleton Valentine's Day. I'm going to really enjoy it. I'm going to do things that I want to do. So, you know, no pressure, no drama llamas. You get to do what you want to do. And, you know, worst case scenario, I made a bunch of Valentines for my coworkers. I made it for my good friend who just had a baby. You know, just do it your way. I think that's the most beautiful thing about Valentine's Day. You should do it your way, and I hope you enjoyed. Again, if you have any ideas for future videos, if there's a topic that you want me to read on, I would be happy to do it. I think the next subject I will do is maybe what do they tell their friends and family about you, or you know, when people talk about you, what are they saying? I just feel like that would be a fun topic. If that's something that you want to see, please cast your vote in the comment section below. And if not, I hope you join me tomorrow. I am going to be posting the weekly energy card reading, and then also on Tuesday I do my How to Tarot series. So I hope you can stop back by then, and I'll catch you later. Bye.